guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my SMUTATHON TBR. If for some reason you don't know what SMUTATHON is, it is a week-long readathon that I am hosting with Lainey from Ginger Reads Lainey. This is the second round that we are doing, and the whole readathon is dedicated to reading smutty adult romance books. And SMUTATHON takes place from December 10th to the 16th. And so for the sake of this readathon, you can read any level of smut you want. You can read some tame, sweet smut, or you can go like hardcore, banging on a wall, smutty smut. I do have quite an ambitious TBR. Last round, I was able to read 10 books in the week, and I really want to beat that. I'm feeling like a little competitive with myself, but there are 7 challenges, and I'll go through each of the challenges and the books that I picked, and then I also have some extra books that I don't really know if they fit in any of the challenges, but I still want to read them. So for the first challenge, Enemies to Lovers, I have chosen Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. I have never read anything by Penelope Douglas, but I know that she's like a popular dark romance author. From what I know about this book, it's basically about a girl and her boyfriend's older brother, and one night she did something that caused the older brother's friends to be sent to prison. So now it's like a couple years later and all the guys have been released from prison, or they escaped. I'm not really sure, but they are now out for revenge. I've heard really good things about this one, so I'm excited. And then the other Enemies to Lovers book that I picked is called From Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata, and this is one I've been recommended a lot as well. I really wanted to read it earlier in the year when the Winter Olympics were going on, because this is about pairs figure skaters, and it's basically about these two people who are like forced to become a pair and they don't like each other. This one I'm a little bit hesitant to read because it's almost 500 pages, and I just don't know if I can handle 500 pages of angsty Enemies to Lovers romance, but I'm gonna try. For the next challenge, Friends with Benefits, I am choosing Big Rock by Lauren Blakely, and I saw someone talking about this in the SMUTATHON hashtag. The title caught my attention as well as the cover. I mean, it's like right there. This is about this guy who's like an asshole and he's super rich. It says, but I'm the playboy who's actually a great guy. And there's like investors coming into town, and his dad wants him to kind of like cool it with the playboy reputation. So he asks his best friend to pretend to be his fiance. So this could also count for the fake relationship, I guess, but I am using it for Friends with Benefits. And a lot of these books that I'm talking about could definitely fit for more than one of the challenges. Okay, so the next challenge is Forbidden, and for this one I'm reading another Penelope Douglas book called Birthday Girl, and this sounds right up my alley. Basically it's about this girl who has a boyfriend and they live together, but something happens and they have to move in with the boyfriend's dad, and while they are living there, her and her boyfriend's dad get it on. So yeah, I'm excited about that one. I love a good age gap romance if it's between two consensual adults. That's important. And then the other one for Forbidden that I want to read is Survival of the Richest. It's by Skye Warren, who Lainey talks about Skye Warren all the time. Like, I feel like every 5 minutes she's recommending me a new Skye Warren book, and I haven't read any. This one sounds really good. Basically, from what Lainey has told me, it is a love triangle that is like super angsty, and you just really don't know which guy she's gonna go for. One of the guys is her stepbrother. Their parents were married for a year and then got divorced, so they're not really step siblings, but they were at one point. And then her dad dies, I think, and he put the stepbrother in charge of her trust fund. And then I think the other guy is the stepbrother's like business partner. Sounds like it's gonna be an angsty fun mess. I'm excited. All right, so the next challenge is Fake Relationship, and this one was encompassing like fake dating, fake marriage, arranged marriage, marriage of convenience, like any type of fake relationship scenario. So for this one, I'm going to be reading The Deal by Elle Kennedy. I really love Elle Kennedy. I read her whole Outlaws trilogy, I think that's what it's called, Claimed, Addicted, and Ruled, which I love, and they're so sex positive. I probably shouldn't have mentioned them in my romance recommendations, but they're really great if you're looking for like post-apocalyptic romance. There's a lot of sex in those, but there's also really good plot. But anyways, I haven't read any like contemporary stuff by Elle Kennedy, and Lainey again is always telling me that I have to read this, and I think it's about two people who make a deal to fake date to make another guy jealous. I think. I don't fully know, but I'm excited to read that one. And the other one that I might read for fake relationship is called Vein of Love by R. Scarlett, and I see these covers on Goodreads all the time, so I finally looked into what these are about. And basically, it says 3 centuries ago, Molly Darling's ancestors signed a contract in blood to protect themselves from harm. And so it turns out that in that contract, I don't know the logistics or the details, but somehow she is now betrothed to a demon. So on her 19th birthday, this demon shows up and is like, we're getting married. That's probably not what he says. But anyways, her family's safety now depends on her marriage to this demon. And like, I'm here for it. The next challenge is Slow Burn, and for this one, I am going to be reading Blood Rights by Kristen Painter, and all I know about this is it's a vampire romance, and that's all I want to know. I just want a vampire romance. So the main character is something called a Kamare, and that is a special race of humans bred to feed the vampire nobility. Her patron gets murdered and she is blamed for it, so she has to go on the run, and she winds up running into this vampire named Malcolm, who's an outcast vampire cursed to kill every being from whom he drinks. I'm here for it. I love a good vampire romance. Next one is Born Darkly by Trisha Wolfe. This is another one that I heard about from Lainey. All I know about this is that she said it's pretty much like the Joker and Harley Quinn. It's told through like therapy sessions, I think, and it's a therapist and then this guy who's like psychotic, so I'm very excited about that. So the next challenge is Different Worlds, and for this one I'm going to be reading A Nordic King by Karina Hale. This is about a woman who is a nanny for aristocratic families. She gets hired by the King of Denmark, who is recently widowed, to take care of his daughters. I'm excited for the royal romance vibes of that one. Then the last challenge is the one that you guys voted on, and you were choosing between workplace romance, road trip, and one night stand, and One Night Stand won. So the book I'm going to be reading for that is called Seven of Swords by J.J. Knight. So basically it's about this guy who successfully completes a heist and he steals the surviving swords of King Arthur's Round Table, and so he celebrates by calling an escort service and having sex with a woman, but he wakes up the next morning and the woman is gone and she stole the swords, and it sounds so good. And then the other one night stand book that I want to read is called Sweet Filthy Boy by Christina Lauren. Again, this is another one that Lainey keeps telling me I need to read, and basically this is like, I think there's 3 books, and it's about 3 best friends who go to Vegas, and they all have a one night stand with 3 different guys, and so each book is about like each couple. But in this first one, after the one night stand or whatever, they end up going to France, I think, which sounds cool, and I'm here for a fun France romance. Okay, so then I do have some extra books that I might read, so I'm not gonna go like into detail about what those are about. You can look them up if you want to, but I just didn't know which challenges they fit for. So we have Filthy Gods, also by R. Scarlett, Beyond Shame by Kit Roca. Then I have Cocky Bastard by Penelope Ward, which was actually gonna be what I chose if the road trip won the poll, but it didn't. But I still want to read this book. Then we have Sunstone, which is a graphic novel about 2 women in a like sub-dom type of relationship. I don't know, but it sounds cool. Better Off Red by Rebecca Weatherspoon, which all I know about it is it's female-female vampire sorority. And then the last one is Prisoner, also by Skye Warren. That's my TBR. So definitely make sure if you post a TBR to tag Lainey and I in it, and the SMUTATHON hashtag. I'm checking that every single day. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!